Hi guys, welcome back to the Rizzcast.
Welcome to the Rizzcast.
As always,
What do we need to address first? Look at where we are. This isn't our normal space.
We fired Emmett. No, we didn't, but we
definitely just decided, hey, if I can do this from home and not go downtown every time I want to record a video, that's like goals for me.
It's also, we have a very different schedule than him, and it just sometimes we want to be able to
him.
Stop. We also just want to be able to record kind of like when we can, because he's a busy boy and so are we.
Mm-hmm. This is my poopy hot chocolate.
It looks so good. I already had mine because
it did. Okay, a little bit of clarity first on the pod. We just spent I spent the last 40 minutes trying to figure out audio.
Yeah.
Because this is like, I'm good at computers.
Yeah,
and stuff
you
like
are.
that.
Yeah.
However, when it comes to audio and such, especially when I don't have like soundboards and all that, like
it was a lot.
It was a lot, but
there was tears, there was screaming,
and
like
there was craving alcohol.
No, literally, like he held me
hostage
off his balcony, like
Michael Jackson. Trigger warning, Michael Jackson.
Sorry guys, it has spat up all of my drink.
But yes, so I mean, here we are at my house. We're thriving. She doesn't live too far, so it works perfectly.
No, I live like literally 3 minutes away.
5 minutes, and it took you 20 to get here. I just figured you stopped at a bar.
I did. No, that was just me sitting in my car waiting it for
screaming.
To defrost.
Oh, before we start, you said you saw something outside my apartment today. And not to toot my own horn, but I live in a nice area, so this is weird.
You do. Well, there's a few hotels that are a little bit sketchy.
Yeah, but that stays over there.
But I'm like driving to Cody's place, and like normally I park in the front, but there was no parking because there was this like big ass F-150 sitting in the front. So I was like, okay, I saw a spot before that, so I just did a little U-E, turned around. And there was this guy sitting outside before. I thought he was maybe just having a smoke or something. And then like I drive by, he's still there having a smoke. And then at this point I'm walking into Cody's like front area to like buzz up. And I see this guy get in a car. And I'm like, okay, he was just waiting for a friend or something. He gets out so fast and he's holding a little baggie. And then he like runs. He's like running.
Did he run?
And I was like,
did he come into my building?
No.
Oh, thank God.
But I was like, oh, hi, drug deal. But it's also like, why would you be in the most open location? Like there's literally alleyways. Like go somewhere.
Literally alleys like a step away.
Yeah.
A step.
Yeah.
I don't get it. But hey, I mean, if at least buy off somebody. No. Yeah. That's
if you need a witness, like I'm here. Like I witnessed it.
But isn't that technically street drugs? Is that what's street drugs?
Because
it's not government issued, whatever.
No, literally.
But that's how I know it wasn't marijuana, since marijuana is legal here. Yeah. Clearly, it was something else. But I mean,
like if you're buying marijuana from like a car, like no.
Are we 16?
No, like we don't do that anymore.
No, ever.
Never.
God forbid. But but anyway, so this topic of today's podcast.
It's all the firsts.
All the firsts.
First love.
First loves.
Crush. Heartbreak, and just like.
Oh.
First time getting freaking wild. First time like cracking open a bottle of champagne.
Did you have, this is totally off topic, but you said champagne. Did you have a champagne birthday? No. Yeah. What's your birthday?
I was 12.
That didn't answer my question. Did you have a champagne birthday?
Isn't it like it's when you turn. Yeah.
So did you
no, I didn't.
Did you drink?
Because I was 12.
So? Sometimes you gotta hit it.
No.
Hit it and quit it.
I think maybe I had like a sip of champagne.
I see.
And I was like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. No, I'm just kidding.
My champagne birthday was my 20th. So
so of course you went wild.
I did. Took a sec to think. I was trying to think. I remember my friend did.
You're like, I don't even remember. Who are you wearing? What's your outfit today?
Right now?
Who's your hair and makeup?
Me.
Makeup by
Mario. I hired him. I have the 30 grand. I think it's 30 grand to hire him. Would you pay that?
No.
I wouldn't pay that. Well, if I had that 30 grand to blow on a makeup artist.
Right.
One more thing before we start. I like that. I have this.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you want one?
I do, but my reason behind why I didn't get
this. It was $20.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I think I would, but it's also in my head, I was like, okay, like when I think about like the podcast, like whole like setup, I was like, okay, like am I gonna be able to bring this with me traveling when I go to Europe in like January? And I was like, can I bring it on my flight? Because I already have 2 suitcases and a carry-on and stuff. And I was like, I want to make as much room as possible for clothes and like bedding and stuff. So it's like,
you can get bedding there.
I know.
They have Amazon in England.
I know, but then
maybe
it's
I'll
like
just buy one.
shipping my stuff. Speaking of England, Cody is gonna come visit me in England.
Oh my god, we can film a pod in like front of the what's it called? Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace. Oh my god.
Do you think that'd be allowed?
I think so.
I was gonna say would the Queen be there, but R.I.P. She's dead.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I actually just forgot that for a second. I was like, yeah, she would be.
I was gonna say, oh no, but the flag will be at half mast.
You know what I really want to do when I'm in England? I want to go to Oxford University, and I want to
like
sit there. Yeah. No, I just want to sit there in the library and be like, I'm so dumb.
But you're not.
No, I know, but the people that go to Oxford are like
really
intelligent.
Smart. Is it Ivy League?
Yeah.
Do they have? Is that just American when it's called Ivy League?
I think so.
Thank God.
But it's like Harvard. It's like Harvard, Yale, but like better. You know.
I mean Oxford. Admitted students that come from all around the world. Those are northeastern United States make up. That didn't answer my question.
Because I feel like to get into schools in the States, you do an SAT.
Oh, there cannot be a college in the Ivy League that is not a U.S. college. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. So our school's not an Ivy League. Good to know.
They don't even have enough parking, let alone Ivy League.
I park in the gravel, like literally in the gravel parking lot.
I'm so happy I pay $300 for parking.
I know. It's insane.
Happy if you're listening. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Literally, they can't get mad at me for that. And if they try, I'll sue. I'm good at suing.
Like, I'm gonna sue.
No, like, I love suing people.
I know.
Have you ever sued somebody? First time suing. We'll start right now. First time suing somebody.
I was 7 years old and I took them to court.
You said this McDonald's hot chocolate burned me.
I said that I'm offended and I'm gonna do something about it.
I'm gender X. you misgendered me.
I said I know that I'm 7 years old, but I'm here to make history, and that's why I'm on this earth.
And that's why Debbie Ryan came to me in a dream and said, "Listen, no, I've sued somebody before."
Yeah. What?
I sued somebody.
Have you actually?
Hell yeah, I've sued somebody.
When?
I was 19 and I just got, I may have been 20, whatever. I just got a car, like my second car, but this one I bought myself.
And someone hit you.
Well, I was stopped at like a main intersection, whatever.
Yeah.
And this guy started backing up in front of me and he just kept going. He backed into me and I was like, hello, what the fuck? So he didn't really like give me information. Like I don't think he really spoke English that well, which is whatever. Besides the point. But he just kind of left after I got a picture of his license. I was like, okay, which is all he really needs to give me. So yeah, but then when I filed the claim saying that he did that, he came back saying that I rear-ended him.
Oh my god.
And I said, no, miss ma'am.
Yeah.
So I went to like all the troubles of like calling every business around there to try and get like surveillance footage and stuff.
Yeah.
But they didn't have anything. So since I was the one suing him and I went to court with a case and like witnesses and stuff. But unfortunately rear-ending, it's usually 100% your fault. But technically I won because it was found us both at fault, but they couldn't just rule it in me because he said that. So shitty guy. But whatever, I didn't have to pay any money.
Yeah.
But I did to fix my car. So I guess I paid deductible.
I was in like, I've been in one crash.
Were you scared?
And it's like, you know, the Cap Road, like going onto Highway 1 to go into like Park Royal, like that intersection, like right by that tennis court and like right by the vet. Like the vet clinic, like right there on Cap Road, and you're going on to West Van. So this was in the summer. I think I had a day off work. This was like last summer or something. I finally had a day off work, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to the mall. I'm gonna like do some shopping, get some new work clothes, right?
Sephora.
So I'm like, yeah. So I'm like going onto the highway, and it's like you gotta merge, and like you have to make sure it's safe to merge. So there's people in front of me, and they like fully commit. They go, and then like I like look, I'm clear, I shoulder check, I go, and that person's still going, they're still going. So I'm like, okay, I'm super clear. There's no other cars coming in the way. I'm gonna just start going as well. The last point, like I literally, you don't have like 0.1 second, like less
just
than that to react. Yeah. So like, I barely had a second to react, and I had to like slam on my brakes so hard. But by the time they did that, they were also slammed on their brakes for some god knows reason. So I smashed into them. And
happened to my brother once too.
Yeah, there was these two young girls, and obviously in my head I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Like, but they had an N, so maybe they got scared and they got spooked.
Yeah, and if you don't know, here an N means novice driver, like you just got your license.
Yeah.
Like.
So I was just like, oh my god. So I was just like, are you guys okay? Like I was like, I'm fine. And I was like in my head, I'm like, okay, like your car is fine. There was nothing wrong with the car. So their parents came and then like all this stuff.
I think
Oh,
you have to
sorry.
talk like this.
Their parents
We're new.
came. Hi, I'm sorry. Their parents came and then I had to like give them my stuff and then nothing ever happened because like their car was obviously fine. My
So
car was
irritating.
fine.
I hate people.
But I'm just like, it's your fault. In the end, like it was obviously my fault because I rear-ended them, but it's like it's their fault because they caused the crash.
That's like a grinding my gears moment. Like,
Yeah.
why is it my fault that you?
I know. I'm like you at the last second. Like I'm
Well, I
sorry
guess
if you're
the argument
driving.
was that you were probably like following too close or something.
I was like drunk and I was like, just kidding. I was not.
Drunk on the pod, bubbly
Literally.
drunk. Oh my god, yeah, first time. That wasn't my first time car accident, but that was my first time suing. So
Yeah.
did you sue them? I
No.
hope that's maybe where you were going with this.
No. But I was like, oh my god, car crash. I have a story.
My first time car accident, I was 16, so I must have just got my license. And I was with a friend of mine. We just went to the gym, so trying to be skinny. And then we went to like Dollarama. And Dollaramas notoriously have the most fucked up parking, I swear to God.
I love the dollar store. Something about it.
Fuck me up, dollar store.
I'm like,
literally, like $1 for a chocolate bar or whatever.
It's crazy that the places that you go North Van, that it's like a dollar store or like somewhere that's like not like a nice place, you see people that you would never see in your entire life ever in like Vancouver.
What do you mean? Like celebrities?
Like, I mean, like, I'll walk into like a dollar store or like Walmart or like somewhere and I'm like, where did you guys like?
Where'd you come from?
You don't
What
look
hole
like
did you crawl out of?
You don't look like in like your North Van, West Van vibe.
Yeah, and well, that goes with different connotations. Sometimes I look like I don't live. Sometimes I look like I live under a bridge. like right now, maybe.
I'm giving troll.
I'm giving dungeon troll pig.
No, literally.
But no. So this Dollarama parking lot. This guy.
Was this here or was this?
This was
oh,
in
you were
Winnipeg,
16.
yeah, so
Sorry. Oh my God.
You're
Hi.
so drunk. I knew it. That's bubbly and vodka. I was like in a parking stall, and then this guy was behind me, like stopped in the throwaway, and he was there for like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I like started to back up, and like I knew he was there.
Yeah.
And I just figured he would move, and then for some reason I just kept going. Like it was totally 100% my fault, no excuse.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
What did he say?
He was just like, "Why'd you do that?" And I was like, "What do you mean, why'd I do
You're
that?" Like I obviously didn't
if
mean
there's
to.
a will, there's a way.
I said I just really felt like getting into my first car accident today. Oh my god, when I was a kid, also I was in a car accident.
Really?
Were you ever in one with your parents?
Oh my God, yes. Mine's really short.
Okay, go. I'm ready.
So my grandma, like my mom's, my bubby.
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 That's so cute. Oops.
Right? She lives out in like Delta, Tawasin area.
Far.
So we like went there for maybe like the day or something and we're driving back. It's probably still midday. Like I think I was probably like grade 3, 5, around then. I don't even know. Like I was when I was younger. And my mom had this like Dodge Durango, like a big ass car.
Ooh, your mom is
right?
wild.
I know. And so like we're driving this and like we're Burnaby like area, I don't even know. And she sees this like this clinic or like a vet store or like a pet store, something. And she's like, oh, I'm just going to run in. She's like, oh, I'm just going
to go buy a dog quick.
I'm going to go buy. No, she's like, I'm going to go buy some cat food for the cat. So she's like, she looks behind her and she's like, oh, okay, like the road's clear. So she decides to like, back up. Little did she know that there was a guy in a Porsche right behind her. So her car is like high and it's like a lifted.
Porsche
like if you know like a Durango, like a Dodge,
yeah, huge,
like they're
truck,
huge.
Yeah.
They're like big. So she's like backing up and like doesn't see anyone in this, and then like she backed up onto the hood of his car,
like over it basically.
Yeah.
Oh.
And this man was like so mad, but he sees that there's kids in the car and he was just like, what the fuck? Like, didn't you look? And my mom's like, I'm so sorry. Like,
understandably
no
pissed.
one was hurt. Right. Like, no one was hurt, but she just like, he goes, he wasn't even mad about like what she did. It was more that he just got that car fixed because his wife had just gotten in a crash before.
My God.
And so there was police officers right there. So they see the guy like yelling at my mom. They come over and it was fine. Yeah, no.
This isn't America.
But I remember like my brother and I were just like, my mom's like, just stay in the car, it's fine. And then yeah, so long story short,
how old were you?
I was probably like 10, 11, I don't even know. I think I was probably like, Mom, what's going on?
Mom,
yeah.
did you have too much Pinot at lunch?
Right?
Like,
no, literally.
Thank God. No, I mine, I was probably like 7 years old, so really young.
Yeah.
And we were driving, my whole family and I, we were driving to like a family gathering or something. And both times I got into these car accidents was on the way to a family gathering. So
Yeah.
clearly cursed Rolex. Um, I we were in a car and I guess my dad saw the guy like ripping behind us. It was like some stupid teenager.
Yeah.
And he was ripping behind us, and I saw my dad like jolt and try and get out of the way, but he hit our side, and like our car went like this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was so fun. And then I saw the guy, and I remember being like 7 years old, and I mouthed "fuck you" to him. And my mom, of course, hysterical.
Yeah.
But a year later, we saw the guy. My brother remembered the license plate. I remembered the guy, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's the guy that hit us and caught him."
It's crazy how like if something happens to you, like it traumatizes you in
I
a way.
just
Like
remember
you
that
always remember their face.
Oh, I mean, if I saw him now, I would have no idea. But I remember he was in a silver Chevy Cavalier. He had like the total like short, spiky black, wet hair vibe, like one of those fucking like jerks off to NSYNC or something. Like,
No, literally like a
people-
weirdo.
literally
Yeah.
freak. But
Damn.
yeah. Anyways, enough of car accidents. What is next
Yeah.
on our little topic list? Oh,
So we have a few little bits we want to talk about today. We have first crushes, like falling in love. We also have like topics of like ghosting and like heartbreak.
ghosting.
Maybe ghosting's not like a first kind of topic, but I have a story that I want to
First-time
share
ghosting.
regarding ghosting.
Yeah, well, we can hop into that.
Should I get into it?
Yeah, I mean, mine's short, so I can say I wouldn't say
Oh my
it.
god,
I've never
okay,
really.
why don't you go first because mine's like long and mine like gets to me and I'm still like
You're triggered, like you're ready to fight.
Yeah.
I don't think I've never really specifically ghosted somebody. I've never been ghosted per se, like where I'm talking to somebody and they just dead and silent. So sorry, but I was seeing someone when I was like 21, and then I
Yeah.
moved to LA, right? So I was like, I don't know. I was just so busy. I cut ties
Yeah.
with them, and not on purpose. I just wasn't thinking about it, so I
Yeah.
just stopped really talking to them. And I think I really like broke their heart because I remember I tried to reach out to them just to like be nice or something.
Just be like, "Hey,
within
like, how's it
within the past
going?"
couple years,
Yeah.
it was like click after they realized who I was. I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess.
Did you call them or text them?
Oh, it was like a drunk call.
Oh,
We were like, I was with
okay.
a friend. We were like, let's call our exes. And
Yeah.
and whatever.
Because it's fun.
I'm sorry about it.
Yeah.
Never again though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my yours is recent.
Yeah. Well, no, I feel like for me, it's like when I ghost in the past, it's been like I met the person, it wasn't a vibe, or like we've been talking.
You ghosted people?
Of course.
Ghosting is so mean.
I know. But the thing is, like, it's like if I start talking to you and you're dry and you're boring, like, and I have never met you, I've never had an interaction, but it's like I met you on Hinge.
Well, never met's different.
Or is it that it's been like, okay, let's ghost them.
Yeah, mine's somebody I went out with and like
Right, yeah.
yeah.
No, and I met this guy through. This is a different story. I met a guy and then we went on a date and it was like really bad. Like he was just really shy. And like for me, it's like I'm an outgoing person. So the fact
you?
that I am. But for the fact that is like when I was with this date, he was like so like just like so shy and never got out of his shell.
Can't stand that.
And I was kind of just like, how are you so shy? Like I get it. I get the anxiety and I get like being
date
like,
anxiety, yeah.
yeah. But it's like the fact that like I was putting a lot of effort into the conversation and he was just so shy. And then like the next couple of days he would just like text me and I was like, oh my god, I can't. Like that's when I was like naive about it. That was maybe last year or like a year even before that, like 2 years
Changes
ago.
us time.
Yeah. But I have a specific ghosting story that I feel like a lot of people can like kind of connect to.
Yeah, because it was straight up ghosting.
This was wild.
Definition.
So
Put your mouth in the microphone.
sorry. Hi guys. I'm looking at the little thing on this.
It's okay.
And
I can
it
always
looks
lower
good.
things if I have
I know.
to. Don't worry.
But this was like late July. No, like mid July. I met this
yeah,
guy.
this year.
Yeah. So this was this year. One of my good girlfriends, she met this guy on Hinge, but he lived like on the island or something. So him and his friends came up for like a night or something for his friend's like birthday and they wanted to go downtown. So my friend was like, hey, like let's go downtown. And I was like, okay, like for sure. So I brought my best friend and like we went with my other best friend and like a bunch of these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So we go downtown and it's like a vibe. I was really hungover because I think I went out the night before,
Oh,
probably
man,
with you. I
cannot
think
do
I went
that.
out with you that night before
Oh, sorry.
till like 4 or 5 in the morning.
Oh, sorry.
We do.
I quit that.
But like I was like, oh, I didn't know if I wanted to go, but then I was like, okay, I don't want to like leave my girlfriend like just like with like 15 guys and her. Like it was.
She'd probably love it.
No, yeah. So we go to L Furniture Warehouse, had some pre-drinks, and I think I had like an Inception bomb, and I was like, "Fuck my life."
An Inception bomb?
It's like a beer. No.
Oh.
It's like the beer, but also Jaeger bomb, but
and you
tequila,
like take it off and it drops into different
and Red
shots,
Bull.
right?
Yeah.
I've had those.
So I did that. Brianna took it down like a champ. She did it in like 5 seconds. My
great.
hungover ass. I was like, no. I'm like,
each shot you're
I'm trying. I'm like,
vomiting.
this is really bad. I'm like, Mom, help.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
But so after that, I was like, okay, I felt good. But like, you know, when you're hungover and you either have one drink and you're fucked and you're blackout, or you have one drink and you're like, just like so sober and you're like, I'm ready to go to bed. Like I'm tired.
Yeah, I do like one drink and I'm like shaking and
Yeah,
spinning, or I'm
right?
like one drink and I'm like, oh my god, I'm
No,
ready to do Molly. Like, give me
yeah.
that.
So after that was at L Furniture Warehouse on Granville Street. Shout out. And then we
There's a place
go.
on David that used to do that.
Yeah. But then we go on Granville and we're like, okay, like we could go. We went to like the Yale first to have like a little adventure because these guys, they're from the island, and it's like if you're coming from the island, like they're not Victoria, they're like Duncan.
The fuck is that?
Duncan, like Ladysmith
I don't even
kind
know
of. It's
what
not
that
even like
is.
Nanaimo. It's like a little bit far away.
So
from
that's
there.
like little.
Yeah, so it's a small
nothing
town. So we're like, you know what? We'll show these guys a good time. We go to the Yale for a bit. The Yale wasn't fun. We left. We're like, okay, where else?
Yeah, ever fun.
No. It was fun when I was 19.
Yeah.
You know?
I went for the first time. I was like 24. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, that's not too bad.
So after the Yale, we're like, okay, where else could we go? And we're like, Hotel Belmont. Hotel Belmont.
I kind of like it there.
It's a fun vibe. Yeah.
I like how there's like the two levels.
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
one upstairs is like a moment to like relax.
Yeah. And then downstairs is the basement, and it's like a club vibe. It's actually really fun. Like the crowd
Shout
there
out,
is,
sponsor us.
it's a good time. The crowd there is fun. So we go inside, and like I remember I see like this group of guys, and I was like, okay, they're kind of cute, like, but like whatever. I was with my girlfriends and like these guys, and like we're trying to have fun. And then I remember throughout the night, like I keep seeing this guy, and he keeps like staring at me, but I was kind of like, whatever. And then because like for me it's kind of like if I want to talk to you, like I'll make an effort to like, come
right up
around
to
you,
you,
you know.
Yeah,
But it's like if I don't want to talk to you, I'm kind of like I'm just with my friends, you know. And
Girls'
so
night.
yeah, so like I am dancing and this guy comes up to me and he's like maybe 30 and like maybe older, and he's talking to me, and like I don't even remember what we were talking about. It was just like random stuff, and I was kind of like, ugh. But long story short, I think he was like an NHL player, but I was like,
Auto? Do you know which one?
I don't know. But like he used to play for the NHL because I think in the morning I did some stalking with my friends. But like he was like just talking to me and like wouldn't really leave me alone, but like he just really wanted to keep talking to me, and then he like bought me a drink and stuff. He bought my friends drinks, and I was like, hey, slay.
NHL player.
Yeah. And then like I'm on the dance floor and I see this same guy, and he's still staring at me, and like the NHL guy.
Getting creepy vibes now.
No, I think he was just like obsessed.
Yeah, literally.
And then the NHL man kind of just like leaves. So
there's the NHL guy and then the guy staring.
yeah.
Okay.
So then the guy that's kind of been staring, and like he's with his friends, but then like his other friend group kind of like is like lingering back, and he's with these two guys. So these two guys and like the guy that's like been like checking me out the whole night kind of thing, he like comes up around me and he starts like dancing around us, and like I was kind of like, okay, hi.
Was
and
he alone?
No. He was with a decently sized group.
Like he alone came to dance around you guys?
He came to
Like, you know when those creepy guys just like try and grind on girls? Like I see it, I see that all the time.
I know.
Oh,
that was not him though. No, he came up
so bad for females. Like,
and that happens to me all the
believe
time.
I believe it.
No, he came up with these two guys, and we started talking or whatever in the club, and he was wearing these like really cool sunglasses, and I was like, oh my god, like where are your
Kanye
sunglasses?
ones?
No, they were like these Chloe, like designer Chloe brand, like sunglasses, like pink lenses. And I was like, those are really cool. And he's like, do you want to wear them? And I was like, hell yeah. And he was like, I like your outfit, all this kind of stuff. And then like, whatever, he's just dancing with us, kind of vibing. And then he was like, oh, like I'll buy you guys drinks or whatever. So we're like, okay, like sure, why not? But then like it closed, and then I remember I was like, I just want to go home, like I'm tired. And I remember like he got my number. Yeah. He's like, can I just get your number before I leave you, or before I like lose you or whatever? And I was like, sure. So then he got my number. He went to the bathroom. I don't even know. And then all of a sudden I'm like upstairs. We're leaving. We go outside and he sees me. And then he Ubered me and my friend to his place. And we're like,
where was it?
Lower Lonsdale.
Okay, so there.
And we're like, okay, so we're not staying. We're gonna leave. Me and my friend were like, oh, so we're not gonna come inside. We're gonna go home now. But like, he Ubered us home like halfway. We're like, thank you.
So
And
nice guy. He didn't.
Yeah,
try
he's
and
a
force
very
you.
nice guy.
Didn't
Like he
force
wasn't
you.
like come inside, but I think that he was like just no. But I think he was just like him and his friends were just drunk and they wanted to smoke weed. So like. And also, it's like we're not gonna make them like be like, "Hey, add our stops," because it's also like, whatever. Like
I'd be like, no, honey.
I know, but like I don't know. I'm just like I'm just like I'm an independent girl, you know. Like I'm just like so. Me and my best friend Ubered home, and then we were kind of just like, "What the fuck happened tonight? Like why were we with those random two guys?" But it was like whatever. And so we kind of just been talking throughout that week and whatever, and like we made plans to hang out. But I think that it was like in the summer I was always working and stuff, and then. Eventually, it was like I was getting off work one night and my friends were going to the Roxy and he texted me and he's like, oh my God, like long weekend. I don't work tomorrow. My friends are going out. Like, are you gonna like are you gonna be downtown? Yeah. And I was like, I was thinking about it.
Bad idea, right?
Yeah. And he was like, oh, I was thinking about it, whatever. So he convinced me to go out. I met up with my friends and then later on he came into the Roxy and that was kind of our first time that he'd met up with me and like we'd actually had like an interaction. Like normally I'd want to have like a first date first kind of vibe, but it was like whatever.
Nightclub meets are like never cute in my opinion.
So
it's not what I want my meet cute to be.
Long story short, after that, like we kind of just started hanging out more and like we would talk all the time and it was really good. Like when we'd hang out, I kind of started to catch like a little bit of a vibe for him. Like he was a really sweet guy.
A little, like stomach moment.
Yeah, like he was a very nice, sweet guy, like just down to earth. And then we kind of just started dating really fast. Like we got started like serious really fast. And serious. But we got serious like really fast. And what?
No, nothing. I was just trying to figure out what these numbers mean.
But yeah, we got serious pretty fast and like we kind of had like the boyfriend girlfriend label. Like he kind of yeah. Like
how fast is fast? Like a day?
Like I would say like a month and a half. So I guess
when
like not.
Did this happen? I didn't remember any of this.
I know.
So you were keeping him a secret.
No.
Sketchy.
But like he never met my family. Like my parents like would see. Oh hi, Marshmallow. ASMR.
All right.
But like my parents would see him like drop me off, and I remember the first time he dropped me off, my dad's like, "What does he do for a living?" Because he drove like a Range Rover.
Oh my.
He also drove like a Jaguar, so I was like, red flag.
Oh, he had both.
Yeah.
To himself.
Yeah. And like a motorcycle.
Well, it's a green flag and a red flag.
Yeah,
it's like,
right?
oh, I'm so happy you have
I
this.
think he just came from money, and like he was a Red Seal mechanic. Yeah. So. Like very nice guy. Like I don't really have that many horrible things to say about him, but he goes to his sister's wedding. So it was after we got like the boyfriend girlfriend relationship. We're set in stone. Like I left his place that morning because I had to go to work. Like I slept over that night. It was fine. Like no, but like nothing bad had happened where there was like, you know, when you're going to get ghosted and you just know that like something bad's going to happen. Like something is happening. Like when you're like, you just can feel that like the guy is like, or yourself, like you're detaching. Like you wouldn't say yes to being my boyfriend or you wouldn't ask me to be your girlfriend kind of thing. It's like if you were going to be like, so this is not happening.
Yeah.
Like, you'd say something, you know? So like, the morning I leave, nothing weird. So he goes to his sister's wedding over that weekend. And I knew like when he drinks, like I know him, like when he drinks, he's like not around or whatever. And
what do you mean? Like he doesn't talk to anybody or he's just like physically
he
not
just
around?
like he gets drunk and it's like he just drinks. You know what I mean? Like it's like he's not going to be like a very attentive person. He won't.
Interesting.
Like, yeah. So it's like the next couple days and I'm like, I haven't heard from him. And I'm like, what the hell is going on? And then it's like, okay, like maybe he lost his phone. So in my head, I'm like, but I'm still busy. Like I'm working. Like, so for me, I'm kind of like, it's on my mind, but like I'm grinding at work. So I'm like, then it's been like a couple more days and I'm like, okay, like I have not heard from him. Like it's getting to like, it's Monday by now. And I'm like, that was a Friday thing. And then it's like, it's Monday. Like it's been a couple days. But in my head, I'm like, you know what? Like I don't want to like assume the worst because that's how I am. I try to be like, you know,
it's also a little fair to think that where's my boyfriend?
No, like where the fuck is my man? So like
after 3 days.
Yeah. And then it's like it's a week. No contact.
Not at all. Did you try and reach out to him?
Oh yeah. I texted him. I was like, hey.
Are you okay?
Whenever I did the phone call to just be like, hey, like, hello, nothing. And I just kept being like, hey, where the fuck is this man? So I kept waiting for him to text me because I was like, you know what, at that point it's already been a week. And then so
dead.
I know, I was like, fuck. Like, my friend and her boyfriend were like looking up stories about him, just trying to be like, because he rides a motorcycle.
Well, on a 3-day bender, I mean.
Yeah, like my friend's boyfriend was like, okay, if he rides motorcycles, like those guys getting crashes all the time, and like and then they were like, no, like you should call his work and just be like, hello. But I was like, that's not me.
Psycho.
I am like, that's just not
After
me.
a month, that's psycho. After 6, that's okay.
Yeah, right? Like, it's like, I'm not going to show up to his work and be like, hi. Like, I'm not. No, like, I'm not that
you know you were
desperate.
ghosting me, but here I am. Yeah, take a sip.
So I'm just like asking everyone for advice. I'm like, what the fuck should I do? So my friend and I just decided that like one day we're like, we should just go to his place. We should just go to his place and see what happens. And like
ring his doorbell.
Yeah. Like, because he lived in an apartment. He had his own apartment. Like, he didn't own it, but he like rented his own apartment. And so like I did I know his buzz code. Like, he gave me his buzz code. Like, this, you know, like,
yeah. So
I was like, okay, let's just try it. No answer. He actually, no, he had a roommate at this point. His roommate was there. No one answered. So I'm like, hey, fuck. So
I hope he hears this.
Yeah, right?
Fucker.
So yeah, so I after that, like, nothing. And then I go out on a Tuesday to Celebrities Nightclub. I'm like there with my friends, like dancing, having fun. My phone goes off. I get a text from him, the ghoster, Mr. Ghost.
The ghost.
And I'm like
Casper.
I'm like dancing with my friends, and I am like, I have like an out of body experience. I'm like
floating above, like
going to barf. I'm like, I'm going to barf.
You weren't excited?
I'm like, I was more like,
what the fuck?
I was more like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. And I was also kind of like, do I even want to hear from him?
Yeah.
He goes something about like, hey, I just got my phone back. This has been like a week and a couple days since I had heard from him. Thanks for the nice message. Obviously just referring to like me texting him. I've been going through a lot. Something about like, I will text you tomorrow.
Okay.
Radio silence.
And that
after
was
that.
at the end? Like,
yep.
So he was just donezo.
Yeah.
Radio silence.
So that was maybe like a month and a half of dating. And like, if he's out there, like
drop his name. No, just kidding.
No, the next girl that gets with him, oh my god, I feel bad for her.
And let's hope. Well, let's hope she does it to him.
Yeah,
you know what? I'm ready to ghost somebody.
Right?
I'm gonna ghost. Where's my phone?
Long story short, though,
Ghost
if you're
somebody.
not into a relationship,
tell them.
Don't get into one. Like, communication is key.
I say just let them know off the bat. It hurts.
I would rather have a guy just be like, so this is just like a hookup vibe. Yes, tell me that, and I don't care.
Or this isn't working.
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what?
It would hurt, but
well, it's also kind of like when you're dating someone, like you're testing the waters,
Yeah.
you know. But now it's been like 3 months since then.
Well, if that was July, it's November, babe.
Yeah, so it's been more than
Yeah.
that. But now I'm seeing someone, and I'm really happy.
We're hoping for a June wedding.
Yeah. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel, and
there is.
Yeah.
And you know, I was gonna say tomato, but it's complete opposite. So never mind.
I
Tomato, cucumber. How's
Yeah.
that? Apples and oranges.
but I like for a while, I think that I was like, I feel like I have like some sort of abandonment issue with that. Like, I feel like I'm afraid that that's gonna happen to me again, and it's like,
yeah,
it's so scary because I think for a while, like, you know, I got over it. Took me a while to get over it, but it's like it's always gonna be in the back of my mind.
I should laugh at that story.
No, but like it's honestly laughable. Like, what? Like, how? Yeah, I'm sorry. But it's like, I think like dating is now like such a weird thing, because it's like there's not many guys you'll find in the world that are gonna court you. They're gonna, you know,
there's a few Prince Charmings out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sure.
But it's just like
I don't know where, but
I feel like dating, like, it's so played up in the movies where it's like easy,
well,
and it's like colorful and fun.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like,
and then in real life, it's like every day you're like crying, like your man
Notebook.
Texts you like one less like why and hey, and you're like
no, instead of
like,
the I
leave my room, like, you just cry all day.
Instead of the oh, I wrote you every day for whatever,
Yeah.
like the notebook or whatever. It's
Yeah.
you up at 2 a.m.
No, literally. And you're like, no, I'm actually passed
And I'm like, no, I'm
out.
fucking sleeping because you didn't come over and fuck me.
Literally, no, honestly.
Oh my God, I
Yeah.
literally hate people.
But
That reminds me of
that
my first.
was-
Was that your first
was-
heartbreak? Maybe if it was your first
No,
time.
no.
How can you have so many heartbreaks? You're 15,
Yeah, I'm only 4.
literally 10. I think on my
Yeah.
first heartbreak, I went like mental.
Oh, I know.
I don't even want to spill the tea because I was
Yeah.
like, oh my God, no. Oh boy.
No, like love makes you do some crazy shit. Like,
But
fucked.
the way that it was ended in mine was like
Yeah.
the nicest way somebody could do it. I was just
Yeah.
insane. Like, so I don't even blame that person
Yeah.
for it. Like, it's so crazy. When was your you want some lip oil?
I do.
Sponsored by Laura. That actually, well, this isn't sponsored now, but when she did send me that for my TikTok, I was like, okay, girl, I'll get it.
Yeah.
There was a few things I liked, a few things I didn't. The lip oil.
Yeah.
I like the lip oil, but that applicator is not it.
It's weird.
It's firm. I like the Christian Dior. Christian
Ugh,
Dior.
I love Dior.
Yeah.
I want a Christian Dior like handbag. Like
I want one of the shirts. So it's like, what? Is there a gun?
no.
Well, there's been fireworks going off all the time.
No, literally like
What?
nothing. I can't say that out loud.
Oh, well, anyways, there was fireworks for Halloween, and there was it
Yeah.
last night for what, Diwali? But
I
that
think
wasn't really up
so.
here. I think that's more like south.
Yeah.
Um,
There's some crazy things happening in Vancouver.
crazy things. Like,
Mhm.
what did I see the other day? Oh my God. No, that wasn't the other day. I was going to say, remember when that guy got stabbed in front of Starbucks? Downtown.
Oh my God,
In front of
yeah.
his family.
Yeah.
Brutal. The video, the
know.
posted. The guy who's filming, he's like, this guy's fucking dead. This guy's fucking dead. I'm like,
I know, I'm like maybe
for one, maybe like
let's-
don't. Like, so his
Yeah.
daughter doesn't see that one day. But I guess it's good for like the police to find. But they found him like
Yeah.
immediately. There was so many witnesses.
I know.
That's totally off topic. But rest in peace. Fucking crazy people. First, so I don't have the list in front of me.
Do you want to talk about
First.
first crush?
First crush. I can go 2 ways. First girl crush. First guy crush. Celebrity
Yeah.
crush.
Who did you like? Who was your was it a guy first? or
No, it was
a girl
definitely girls
first?
until like end of high school.
Mhm.
I remember who it was. Well, here's the thing. First crush when you're like in grade 2
Yeah.
is very different than
Oh
like
my
high
God, yeah.
school.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm trying to think. I think it was just like a friend at that time.
Mhm.
And obviously I was in like grade 2, so nothing's
Yeah.
gonna it's just like, oh my God, a girl.
Yeah.
And then I mean, when did you start dating? Like I think I started like grade 6.
Oh my God, I didn't date anyone until after high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even like little high school flings.
No, my first relationship was out of high school.
Well, that's good. I mean, middle school relationship, they don't count. Let's be
No.
real. But it's just
No.
like cute to be like, we're dating. Like
Yeah.
I dated in
I
grade
know.
6 and
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend from grade 8 to somewhere in grade 9.
Mhm.
And then other than like just casually seeing people, I wouldn't even say I've had a relationship since then.
Yeah.
And like, I'm too busy. I don't know how you have time for
know.
this.
Well,
How do you have time? You
I
did it
don't
at my
know.
birthday.
Like my first relationship, I remember I graduated high school and I think I turned 18 and I was like, okay, cool. Like, what does this mean?
Yeah, literally.
And
I was
you
like,
like,
couldn't even drink legally here.
no, yeah. But I think I started dating my ex and it was a decent relationship, but I look back and I'm like, it was never love. Like it was almost more, I
It's
was
like
like
an
always, it was like a lust
infatuation.
kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
it was never fully love.
And at that
he
age, you're
wasn't,
just like, in reality,
yeah.
there to like have sex and whatever. Like, it's
yeah,
just how
like
it
he
is.
wasn't a good boyfriend in any way. Like he didn't like treat me like how a boyfriend should. It was more kind of like always like it was like more just like your friends,
And I wonder
but
if
there's
that's
like
like
a
an,
benefit.
yeah, I wonder if that's like an age thing too.
And I think that's just how he is. Like he's just really laid back and
Maybe.
chill and like which is nothing wrong with that, but it's like that shouldn't have been the person that I like first started dating, But
At a girl.
no. But he just wasn't a good boyfriend and like I don't know. Yeah. Just not the greatest.
Do you think you're a good girlfriend?
I
I think you're a good girlfriend.
think so.
You
Yeah.
dragged me to soccer game.
Yeah.
Where
I
we're the
know.
couple.
Yeah, the boy that I'm seeing, he's definitely made me feel more like
I hope he listens to this.
Like I'm a wifey.
A Wi-Fi wifey. That's what I call
Yeah.
people if you're in a
No,
long
literally.
distance relationship. A Wi-Fi wifey.
Yeah.
And I think it's cute.
I
Or
know.
maybe it's stupid. I don't know. My first.
But I think, sorry,
No, go ahead.
I just want to
No.
say one more thing. I think like now it's like I'm more mature and I know what I want. And I feel like for me, it's like I feel like when you get into your 20s, it's always like, you know, you're dating, but it's also like, what if you're still dating this person in 20 years? Like, what if you're married to them in like 5-10 years?
Well, you're either going to get
So
married
it's-
or you're going to break up.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah.
unless you don't do marriage, but like, okay,
Yeah.
you're either going to be something with the paper because there's common
Yeah.
law, or you're going to break
Yeah.
up, and that's just the
Because
reality.
it's just crazy because it's like you could just start seeing someone like I am
and
right
that
now.
could be the one. You never
And
know.
it's like you just never know. Like you could blink and it's like 10 years down the road. So it's just like when you're dating someone,
Oh God, it goes by that fast.
You never
too.
know.
I was
Yeah.
21 yesterday. I swear to God.
I know.
By the way, your mindset's gonna change.
Oh yeah.
Like you're gonna be like thinking like a
1000%.
50-year-old man.
Yeah.
Because women mature faster than men.
I know.
Which is
Yeah. But I'm definitely feel like I'm going to be treated well well, I already know that I'm seeing him like in a serious sense, but we don't have like the label, but we're exclusively seeing each other. But
fuck a label.
we just went to Whistler together. He took he didn't like we're going to split the cost
no,
of the hotel.
don't.
No, I will.
No,
But he
boring.
just took me to Whistler for the weekend. And I'm like, that's so romantic. And I'm like, oh my God, like,
It is good.
I'm like, where's my
Did
ring?
you use where's June wedding? Like we have
No,
to
like
start
literally,
planning.
guys. Like we stopped at Shannon Falls on the way back, and he
and
proposed.
he proposed in a train. You went on the abandoned train hike or something.
Yeah.
I think he
Mhm.
proposed in the caboose.
Yeah.
And that's
Literally.
not a synonym for your bum.
I
It makes me think, oh my God, I totally lost my train of thought. We went on a trip.
Yeah.
You got proposed. Oh my God.
Like, guys, I'm married.
I'm really having a blank. It was so interesting.
Crushes.
Crushes something. First crushes. First dating.
Soccer game.
It'll come back to me, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, you went on your trip to Whistler. Oh my God, I can't believe that. Shout out to you.
I know.
Oh,
It was
I remember
really
now.
fun.
Okay, because you were talking about splitting costs.
Yeah.
That's hard in I mean, typically a man and a woman go out
Yeah.
and the man pays. That's
Yeah.
just like always expected. I don't have any girlfriend that's not
Yeah.
like, oh, he better pay for me. Maybe you're
Yeah.
different, but every girl I know is like, oh, he better pay for this dinner or
No.
something.
I don't
Like
know
a
because
first date.
I feel like it's like I don't know. I don't mind paying. Like I make money for a reason. I don't spend my money, and it's also kind of like it's like yes, maybe it is a thing that like the man should pay in some situations, but it's also like I don't mind.
I thought we were moving
paying.
into this whole new independent woman era.
I know.
Like, be a queen.
Yeah.
Live it.
Like it's also like the hotel wasn't that expensive, and like we didn't really buy a lot of things, and it's also kind of like he was covering gas costs for driving, and it was like
Yeah.
I can buy like $40 worth of groceries and like
Mhm.
pay $200.
And what if
to
you're like
stay
married?
In a
Is this
hotel.
guy still gonna be paying? I don't know. But here's the thing:
Yeah,
when
I
it's
don't
like
know.
a gay relationship or something, or it was like the top would pay
Oh,
because the bottom is like quote unquote the woman in the relationship if they want to be offensive about it. But like
yeah.
sexual and financial sex positions, like imagine that.
Mhm.
Oh my God! Well, since we're here, do you want to take a break?
Should we?
Yeah, we should always have a
Have a
break in the
glass of
pod.
wine?
Maybe we'll have a glass of wine, sip of water, and if we had any sponsors, this is where the sponsor would
No,
go.
exactly.
But unfortunately, we're losers.
Yeah.
And welcome
back. We had a little
guys.
break, and we got a glass of wine. Ooh,
Glass
Give
of
me a
wine,
cheers.
Cheers. We say cheers to love.
cheers to honor.
Cheers to honor. And if you can't come in her,
Honor.
and then
You have to sip once you cheers.
Oh, you're so right. Actually, we also did it wrong. You're supposed to look each other in the eyes when you cheers.
You have really pretty eyes.
I know. That's like something people have told me my whole life is that my eyes are like perfect.
You guys were 6 bottles deep, but we're so sober.
I don't know how I can drink 6 bottles and not feel a damn thing.
No, like it's just like a mentality. Like being drunk, like it's just a mindset. Like you can drink a bottle like of like, you know,
You can drink a bottle of rosé a day and not feel
and
anything.
be fine. Like it's just like if
Period.
you want to be drunk, like you're drunk. But
The
if you
thing
want to be
is-
sober, you're sober.
The thing is, I have an exam tomorrow, and this is
This is dangerous.
this is dangerous.
We're playing with fire.
No, the bottle's empty. It was almost empty. Thank
It's
God.
fine.
We're being classy.
It's like this is a nice little like 7 ounce, 9 ounce.
No,
No, this is
sevener.
7
It's a
ounces.
sevener, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, and Wow, that liquor right to my head.
Oh my god,
I
I
can't even
can't
remember.
see.
I was gonna say something again. What is with me today? My topic.
I know.
I'm on drugs.
Last weekend, I was like not okay. Like I was really shy and like
On the pod.
nervous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were.
I think I was scared because I was going to the soccer game
You were
after.
going on a soccer date.
I know.
With me.
With you.
I was really nervous.
Thank God I brought you with me.
Oh
No, actually
my
not thank God,
yeah,
but like
you
I
would-
was
Thank God. Yeah, you.
I would have
sitting
just
there
been like
alone.
so awkward.
That would have been so fucking awkward.
I know.
And not fault of him, but it just would have been awkward.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody else on the fucking
No one
bleachers.
else. Except
Except
that
those
lady
guys
that
that
peed
I
their
thought
pants.
carried a case of
I'm like
beer.
going pee and Cody goes, "Oh my god, there's people drinking," and I'm like, "No, there's not."
I
And
saw
he's like,
these guys carrying a red and white bag. I was like, oh my God, they brought a bunch of Budweiser. It looked like a 2-4. I was like, we're definitely having fun
and
today.
then we get there and like no one's
It's a bag of
drinking.
clothing. And I'm like,
Literally, we're
oh,
like-
so my LASIK eye surgery has failed me. Like, thank God. Whatever. It is what it is. Last while. But since we're having wine, if our YouTube channel was monetized yet,
Yeah.
this is demonetized now. You can't have alcohol on camera.
Sorry.
But whatever. Sorry about it. This content is not made for children.
If you had to make like wine, would you do a red or a white?
A year ago, I would have told you white.
But now
I'm a red baddie.
you like red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. The last time that we drank red wine, I met you, well, you met up with me and some of our friends at Joey's for Wine Wednesday.
Yeah.
My friend and I already had a bottle. I think we had like a bottle of Chardonnay or
I had
something
been
before
at a
that.
previous place where I had 3 bottles. I mean, with 3 people, so like a bottle each, but still.
But then me and Cody were like,
shots.
let's have it. Let's share a bottle.
Let's just keep going.
Let's have a bottle. So we got a bottle of
on a Wednesday.
Pinot. We got a bottle of Pinot Noir.
Yeah, which was fucking disgusting.
I felt so ill drinking that. You know, and like you feel like you're gonna barf at the table. Like I was like salivating at the mouth. I was like, it was so
my God,
rich.
how did you not? It was not.
It
good.
was
It did not
weird.
taste like a Pinot Noir. That's
No.
for sure.
No.
It tasted like a poopy Merlot or something.
Yeah.
Like a poopy caca. It was so gross.
Yeah.
But talking about alcohol, your first time getting drunk, do you remember it?
I think it was just like high school stuff. I think my first time getting like drunk was probably like maybe
Today.
just like literally right now.
Right now.
I think like some bush party and I just probably got like wasted
Oh
off
my
like
God.
a Mickey of Smirnoff.
Oh, the days.
Yeah.
Now a Mickey's just like a quick little glass and I'm ready to go.
No. Yeah, I think I'm not taking shots anymore.
It
Like, I
really
think-
has to be like a reason.
I think like unless I need to like get drunk for something, like shots, no. Like I cannot do shots.
Yeah, that or like when we're all sitting somewhere, it's like, let's just do a fun little shot cheers.
Right?
But like, I'm not like down to like, hey, you guys want to come over? We'll just drink shots.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that I was like 18 and
I
we're like,
know.
people, when you had your Halloween party and all your friends, your little 21-year-old
Yeah.
friends were showing up with little Mickeys of vodka,
Yeah,
I was like,
I know.
and there's me with my seltzer.
Right?
Like, oh my God,
You're
I'm
like,
a fucking
this
grandpa.
is just not for me right now.
But you know, it just goes to show maturity.
Yeah.
I grew. And
But then
I still
Cody-
had shots of vodka.
But then Cody, who was the most drunk that night?
Well, me, but also you.
I was.
You were in
pretty-
shopping carts downtown with homeless men.
The time.
The time of our lives. Your first Halloween. Do you remember? Oh yeah, because that was Halloween.
I don't even know what my costume was. My first Halloween.
I think. I mean, my mother would probably say different, but I think I was probably like dressed in like a. I know my brother was like an elephant or something. I was probably like, I think I was like a
Cute.
rabbit or something. I remember when
Aw.
I was younger, I loved like Robin from Teen Titans. So do you know what Teen Titans is?
No.
God, you're such a
I'm
little.
lame.
Literally, it was on like Cartoon Network. Do you
Oh,
know what that is?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like Robin, Starfire, all that shit.
Yeah.
I just thought he was cool. He was like, "Titans, go!" and stuff. And oh, you know who you should be for? Well, I guess next year,
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Hi. Oh, you look like the 4th of
Oh,
July.
the gays are trying to kill. I haven't seen White Lotus. Have you?
Oh my God. What was the first season? The first season was kind of, it was good. The second season, though, is so funny and so, like,
Is she
wild.
in the whole thing?
Yeah.
That's like the only reason
Yeah.
I want to watch it because
No, she's so funny. She's
It's
so
just the
funny.
way she delivers.
No, she's hilarious.
I don't know what her facial expressions,
Oh, she's so funny.
her boobs.
Yeah.
the way
No, she's a character.
But they're short seasons, right? Like only like 6 episodes or something.
You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
I do want to watch. I will watch.
I think it's on Crave,
right?
Yeah.
Because in the States, I think it's HBO.
Yeah.
We got Batty.
Oh
First
my God.
time. Firsts. I hate firsts.
I know.
What about lasts?
Last what?
Lasts. Like your last time having a drink. When are you gonna quit?
My last time having a drink was, I think,
Why
last
do I
night.
smell like garlic?
Last night I had a glass of wine with dinner.
How was that?
It was really
I
good.
did not drink yesterday. I drank Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
I came home at 5:30 in the morning. And it's different when everybody around you does drugs and you don't. It's kind of like
Yeah.
interesting. No judgment here, though.
Yeah. No. It's just something that we will not be,
I wish I did.
tolerating.
I'd be so skinny. Not that I'm supporting that for weight loss, but I'd be so skinny.
Yeah. No. I mean, clearly I'm out here stopping drug deals because when I saw that man walk away with that baggie, I charged him. I said, "No, sir, don't do it. No.
You better stop right fucking there."
Young man.
Young.
Young man, these are not the choices that you need to be making in life.
He was literally probably like 10 years older than you.
He's like,
did he punch you out? First, okay, that's the thing.
where do you think I got these scars?
Imagine Joker. Have you ever been in a fight?
No.
Really?
No.
Why?
Like a cat fight. Because I'm not like a,
You should get into one.
I don't know. Like,
This Friday when we go
I'm
out.
just not,
I'll make you fight
I'm
someone.
not ghetto.
Yeah, but I mean, like, well, I never start
Like, I
them.
feel like
I've
if
never
you're getting in a
have.
fight with someone, like, I'm sorry. I don't even know. Like, I feel like I would either get destroyed or I would destroy someone.
Yeah, I could see you pounding back.
Like, I would.
Pounding back shots.
I'm like, yeah.
Fuck fighting. That's
No,
just
but like,
hard.
I mean, I work out. I'm a strong person. I'm aggressive. Like, if you're pissing me off and like you're trying to fight me, I'm not gonna be like, don't touch me. No, I'm gonna be like, bitch, I will fucking,
fucking
like
knock your
clock
ass
you.
out.
Yeah.
But also, most fights happen in bars. I don't know about you, but like when I'm drinking or something, I am not strong because I'm too focused on other things. Like, oh my God, the other day I arm wrestled little scrawny Emmett.
Lil Xan.
And he put up a fight, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna give up. But don't tell him that. Well, I guess if he sees this, he'll know. But
Yeah.
But no, it was good, and I was like, oh my God, more people. I remember I went to this bar where I was arm wrestling like big guys. And
Yeah.
they were like, oh my God. But I was probably like, no, we're probably just fat. We don't have any muscle. We're just using our weight against each other, probably.
Ugh.
Thank fucking God. You want to arm wrestle for the next pod?
Let's do it.
Really?
I think our next podcast, because like we're getting into the Christmas season. Christmas.
I wish I could have a way to like have activities.
We need to have like a Christmas episode where we decorate your
Absolutely.
apartment and like we make like fun
Absolutely.
like
we
drinks.
hire a Santa.
Yeah.
He comes in, fucks you.
Oh.
No, he comes in. Brings all type of presents.
Santa, I love your presents.
Santa, can we sell your lap? What's in your pocket?
Oh.
No, it's a Sharpie. You
That's
pedophile.
that's what a candy cane Santa.
Imagine candy cane cock. Left hook. Oh my God. It's a flashback from high school. If you know, you know. If you're listening to this.
Yeah. I was there.
If you know her, you know her. I think I got off topic for a second. Oh my God.
What?
I just lost my train of thought. Well, I'm not ready to end it yet. We can't yet.
No. Because our last one was so short. Because I was having a fucking panic attack.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
First time having a panic attack. That's something that can be spoken about. Have you ever had one?
I feel like I get them more now because I feel like I
Everyone's
have more
panicking.
things to be stressed about.
Well, that's the thing. Usually they're
oh.
not like, well, they can be brought on by
Yeah.
that, but like it's not like sitting there freaking out worrying about something. It's like your body goes into almost like this state of like, well, they say it's because your body pumps like so much adrenaline, oxygen, it goes into like a fight or flight.
Yeah.
Like the first time it happened to me, and I've only had it happen twice, thank God. I was driving with my friends.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, I felt like, it's gonna sound weird, but like in like my,
Your legs go numb.
no, but like in my genital region.
Yeah.
I started to feel like a tingle.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, oh, the car is just vibrating because we're driving. But then my whole upper body started to go numb and
Oh,
tingle.
God. Oh,
and then my
God.
upper lip pursed up like this and I couldn't move it. and I couldn't breathe and my vision was blurry. I was like, oh my God, what is happening? And at the time I smoked weed. So I was like, holy fuck, I'm overdosing on fentanyl because that's when that was happening. So I was like, oh my God, I'm ODing. And my friend, I was like, you gotta take me to
You're
the
like,
hospital.
oh,
I was like, take me to the hospital. And I go to the hospital and I walk in there and I'm like, can somebody help me? No, I wasn't even saying. They're like,
you're like Narcan.
Narcan, give me the fucking Narcan. No, they're like, do you need help? And I was like, yeah. Like,
Oh my
and then I
God.
sat there in the waiting room as I'm like dying, and they didn't bring me in.
Ah.
But then I just left. I didn't even
Oh
get
my
discharged. Just left because I felt better. I
God.
was like, okay, whatever, I'm leaving.
Yeah. No, mine was actually maybe like my last one was maybe like last week or something. And I don't know if this is like
Oh
a
my God,
panic
something like
attack.
that?
Yeah. I don't know if this is like a panic attack, but I had a lot going on with school, and it was just like, oh my God, like, you know, when you just have like too much on your plate, there's too much going on, like too many things, like your phone is bothering you, like you're just like,
That happened to me last
there's
night.
one
I
of
threw
those,
my phone.
yeah, there's one of those days where you're just like, you're so over being in like
Alive.
social media. No, not even that. But it's just like you're so like exhausted. I remember I was sitting, or I was aggressively cleaning my house. Like I was like cleaning my house. I was doing chores, or I don't even know. I was just like doing
Does
stuff.
that make you feel better? It makes me feel better.
Yeah, I love a clean house and stuff. But I was like cleaning. I was doing homework at the same time. Like I was making food, and I actually no. I think that I was planning on making lunch because I hadn't even eaten that day yet. It was like 2 p.m.
Which is a big factor.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
Like I was running around my house, just like doing so much, and I felt so hot. Like I was so hot. I felt really nauseous. I felt super dizzy. And I remember I just like my heart was like pounding,
Yeah.
like going so fast.
That's how it kind of feels when they're like coming on.
Yeah. And I remember I just like I have this like wall that has a clock on it, and I went to the wall and I just like sat on the floor for like 10-15 minutes, and my heart was going so fast, and like I think I was wearing a hoodie and sweatpants. I took them all off. I just sat on my floor.
I feel so bad for you because I know what that feels like. It's
I sat on my
horrible.
phone. I had my hands down, and I just like had my feet like, and I was like looking up at the sky, like just doing deep breaths. Yeah, that was bad.
I have a video I'll send you that next time that happens. It I found it years ago when I went on a trip with some friends to Minneapolis, and it was like when I was like newly, I guess if you want to call it, diagnosed with like this, and I remember it happened like in the middle of the night, and I found this video where it's like deep breathing, it runs you through. It's very calm. I'll send you it. I send it to everybody if they're ever like having an anxiety attack or something. But oh my God, that's happened to me in the store.
Yeah.
Where all of a sudden, the worst thing is like
it's
I
almost
get,
like you're too stimulated by things.
Yeah, you get. I was like had it where I get like dizzy, and I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna fall over in the store? It's so bad. But then I'm also like, holy fuck, am I having a stroke?
Yeah.
And then you start to spiral more, and that's why so many people go because they think they're having a heart attack. 'Cause it genuinely feels like you're having a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like, take away the pain, but you can't breathe.
Yeah. It's scary.
In through the nose, out through the mouth, babe.
I know.
Or get on meds. As Pete Davidson said, I'm on them.
Like,
they're great. What does he say?
Yeah.
But it is what it is. I mean, hopefully, if anybody out there is struggling, we'll get one day we're gonna get sponsored by BetterHelp. I'm gonna try for that.
We will.
I'm gonna try them. I always tell people to try them.
Yeah.
I also have this TikTok joke where, you know how there was that trend where people would talk about their problems and then they would go, "What goes away?" with the bold filter on. I was like,
I know.
Oh, me telling my mom about my anxiety problems and her being like, just take a deep breath. And I'm like, yeah, that fixes everything. Not that my mom isn't helpful. Love her.
It's the damn phone.
It's the damn. They do love to blame the damn phone.
It's that damn.
But you know
phone.
what? I'm starting to think they're right.
Yeah.
Sometimes last night I was really irritable, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
I was like, so
just everything makes you like
everything,
annoyed, and you're just like, ugh.
I know. Even Carson was coming in my room, and I was like, "Can you get the fuck out of my room?" But I didn't want to say that because he's so nice. I'm like, oh, can't tell Carson to fuck off.
Yeah.
But I was just so irritable. I literally was like, people were texting me. I just threw the phone on my bed. I sat in my computer chair. I was like, I'm just gonna play World of Warcraft and put my. You can set it so nobody can see you if you're online. Do that. Just go my own little world.
There you go. I love that. And sometimes you just have to be able to be like, nope,
you need
it's not happening. Yeah. I know. There's times where I feel like I'm so glued to my phone, and other times I'm just like, the last thing I want to do is be near my phone. Mm-hmm. Like I love being on my phone because I talk to my friends. I like, you know, I'm doing stuff and like, or it's just like you escape into like a little world where you can just like be on TikTok and like not
Yeah,
talk to
that's
anyone.
fun when you sink into like a little hole, but then
Yeah.
like even if you like there's still notifications popping up
know.
and stuff like that.
That's why I do the DND all the time.
I have it on
love
something.
it.
Yeah, I have it too, but the only
You
people
have it
that
probably
can
on focus, so that or
I
you
do.
Have
I
it,
have it for sleeping, and so if like the only people who can contact me are my parents and my brother in case like emergency, God forbid. But yeah, I mean like also phones were like fun before, and now I feel like they've become like a work tool.
Well, because we have a lot of group chats with school stuff.
Yeah, it
and like
becomes
our
this-
email for schools on
Yeah.
there. And there's reminders about like assignment, and you're like, oh, can I just like sit on my phone and watch like Netflix?
Or if you do a lot of social media like I do or something, and
Yeah.
it's like it just becomes like a.
There's always something. There's always something.
So when I can fund it, I will have a second phone that
Yeah.
nobody knows about. No
Yeah.
number for anybody.
Right?
Socials, you won't find me.
No.
You don't know about me.
You never
I know who I am.
existed.
And I know who you are. I know where we are.
Yeah.
And I know what this is.
Yeah.
And this is history in the making.
This is history.
What?
You guys, we made history again today.
We did make history.
We did.
Last thing though, before we go, I wanna.
Before you go.
What song is that?
Something James Arthur.
Who's it by?
James Arthur, I think.
Oh, let's keep it that way.
So before you go.
Last thing though.
Before we
my
log
last
out.
depressive state was on Saturday because I didn't go to the Jonas Brothers concert.
Yeah, you were sad.
So sad. So
I know.
Joe Bros, if you're watching this, Joe DM me.
Yeah.
But what was your first concert? Or maybe you've never even been to one.
Oh.
Mine was.
I've never been to a concert. I've only left my house for the first time today.
Oh, you're welcome.
Welcome to the world.
She was AI generated last
Yes.
episode. We're at that point.
No, my first concert was probably like the Wiggles at the Peony or something.
Okay, other than the Wiggles or something.
Like Kanye West or
How old were you?
like 15, 14.
Oh, okay. I was
maybe-
gonna say,
maybe
what is he
Kanye.
going? Fela, faster. No, if you were 15, that would have been like Yeezus tour.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking
Pablo.
like St. Pablo tour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm thinking like 2008 Kanye.
Yeah, no, I think it was Kanye. Maybe Post Malone.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I
don't
went to a
know.
Post Malone concert. It was awful.
So really?
Yeah.
No, I
Not
loved
his
him.
vocals or anything.
Yeah.
And he is fantastic.
Just the crowd.
But no, the crowd was fine too. I was in Toronto for it.
She wanna
And
come to Toronto.
Yes, she
She wanna
did.
come to the 6
and we were there, obviously. And he was 45
Really?
minutes late. He was
Oh,
hammered
yeah.
on stage, which I mean, you kind of expect that. But then he only was on stage for like an hour, if that.
yeah.
And I was just like, what the fuck did I pay $200
When was
for?
that?
Oh, God, this is. Probably like 5 years ago or something. It was a while ago. Is that him? Is that the glass of wine talking? Well, anyways, my first concert was Bon Jovi with my mommy. Do you know who they are?
Yes.
Do you like them? What?
Yeah. They're good.
They're great. It was interesting. And then I think after that, I just went to other places like Simple Plan and Mariana's Trend.
Yeah.
Big concerts. Oh my God, One Direction.
Ooh.
Did you see One Direction?
Oh, no. My first concert. Sorry. I saw Katy Perry.
Oh, did she come here?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh my God. I'm like just thinking about concerts. Yeah. I saw Katy Perry. I saw Justin Bieber.
I
want to
see Justin Bieber
Kanye
so
West.
bad.
Sorry. I'm just like thinking of like when I by myself concert. No, I saw like Katy Perry, Justin Bieber. Who else?
I want to see Justin Bieber so
Probably
bad.
the Biebs
I
and
love
Katy
him.
Perry and yeah, I don't know.
When you guys picked me up last weekend, you were playing Bieber
Oh,
in the
I
car. I was
know.
like, oh,
Right?
get used to it. I was like, okay, honey. Yeah, it's not something that people, I don't know why people shit on him all the time. I don't get it. Never
I
did.
love him.
I never got it. You're just mad, probably.
know.
Just jealous that there's a
Just jealous that
successful.
he's talented.
Yeah. And they're, oh, he's gay. He just had a high voice, bitch. And now he's rich, famous,
Now
has a
he's-
beautiful girlfriend, even though she's
Yeah.
a bitch. Or a beautiful wife, actually.
Yeah,
Not even girlfriend.
yeah.
And I'm team Selena forever, though.
I know.
Don't block me, please.
No.
Like James Charles blocked me. That's a story for another time.
Another time.
Well, anyways, I think that's it.
I think that
I think that concludes this
I
pod.
think it's done.
I know, like I This is the end.
This is the end, you guys. It's been a fun 3 episodes, but we're over it.
We have to record another one in like 2 days.
Yeah.
Because I did a poll and we have to choose between Sunday and Monday. It was completely 50-50 between those two. One person chose Tuesday or Thursday and I said, are you on crack? Who on a Thursday is thinking of a pod? I was thinking Monday morning, driving to work.
Yeah.
Cute little pod moment with my soothing voice. Lexi's soothing laugh.
Welcome to the Rizzcast.
Yes.
I love asthma. Hi guys, today we have.
I probably couldn't even pick that up.
We have a Jackson Drake's Pinot Noir.
Actually, it's a Sauvignon Blanc.
I mean, Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc mix.
But a Pinot Noir would hit different right now. Maybe we should go out.
We're
We're going out.
We're going to the club. It's a Monday.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for tuning in again.
Thank you so much.
And if you need to find us on anywhere, you know where to find us. At Cody Rock, at Alexander Gordon.
Obviously, you're here for a reason.
And then
Kisses.
me because kisses for my... What does Trisha Paytas say? Kisses for the fishes.
I have no idea.
Yeah, well, she's a mom now anyway.
We'll find our little outro. We'll find it.
Yeah,
Something.
This is my outro.
Yeah, same.
Bye.
Adios.
Adios.